mindset. How do we have, you have some people who are real positive, real upbeat, always optimistic, and then you have what I call the Debbie Downers. So, what separates the positive mindset from the Debbie Downers? Our life, the brain has over 6,000 thoughts. On average, 6,000 thoughts in one single day. So, whatever you think on will become your reality. And to give you an example of that, I want to share with you my real lived experience. At one point in my life, I was diagnosed with systemic lupus. And for those who might not be familiar with this condition, it is a autoimmune condition where your body attacks its own cells. And that's how most autoimmune conditions work. Your body doesn't recognize its own healthy tissues, so it attacks them. However, with systemic, it's widespread. So it can attack various parts of your body. For me, it affected my respiratory system, muscular skeletal system, reproductive system, among other things. And I can recall when I was being treated for this condition, part of my treatment included some chemo drugs. And so here I am taking this chemo drugs, doing a lot of other pill popping with all these prescriptions doctors had me on. And so I'm taking all this and I'm not getting better. My health is still not where I want it to be. Still going to hospital and, just feeling like you're a guinea pig. And one day I just started thinking, I'm going to heal. I'm going to heal. And in that state, still lying in bed, not able to do a whole lot, after a few days of me having that thought that I am going to heal, life started looking different. One of the first things I can recall, I had a nutritionist reach out to me on LinkedIn. As life would have it, she was doing this project and needed a gerontologist. And I'm a gerontologist. That is what I studied and worked as a gerontologist for several years before being the person you guys know now as a entrepreneur, master life coach, and all these things. And so she needed a gerontologist for this project, wanted it done in a certain time frame. And for me, prior to life happening with lupus, I had worked with many senior care corporations, worked on many projects, and I was always known for being efficient, but working in a timely fashion as well. And so when she reached out to me about this project and everything it would entail, I said, okay, I can do it, but I can't work how I used to because I knew what condition my health was in. And when I told her some of the symptoms I was having, she suggested a few foods for me to try out to help with my pain. And so gave it a try. And I'm noticing some relief, some minor relief. And I thought, wow, just consuming these foods can actually help with pain. Let me study and figure out more about this alternative health lifestyle. So that is really what started my journey in taking courses in alternative medicine, taking courses in health and wellness. And the more I learned, guess what happened? A few months later, I was in remission, complete remission. Went to the doctor. I thought I was going to get another round of treatment. I knew I was feeling better, but I didn't realize I was in remission. And they ran all my labs, and all my labs were normal. But my path to healing started here. I had to believe it. I had to believe it in my mind. And as I believed it in my mind, it became my reality. And it's no different. You're no different than me. Just like I was able to do that and God blessed me to heal, that can be your life. Just think back to being a kid. You may have believed in Santa because you thought Santa was real. It dictated your behavior. You were probably a little more good around Christmas time because you wanted to make sure, hey, I get the toys I want. You may have even went as far as to get some cookies, milk, Christmas Eve, leave it out for Santa because you believed he was real. It dictated your behavior. And so for your life, whatever you believe will be your reality. Do you envision yourself, if you're an entrepreneur, do you envision yourself having a successful business? Whatever that looks like for you. If you're want to be a full-time entrepreneur, do you see yourself having that 6, 7 figure or maybe even 8 figure empire? Or do you always see yourself continually grinding, continually to never break even? If you believe that, it's no surprise that you hadn't reached your goal. Do you see yourself being worth the investment? I know for me, as a master life coach who primarily works with Black women entrepreneurs, I'm always taken aback at some of the conversations I have in regard to being open to investing in yourself, to where so many of us put ourselves on the back burner taking care of everyone else. You may not be willing to invest in that mastermind, invest in even self care, to where you're open to any type of activity that's going to rejuvenate and refresh you. If you feel like, oh, I have to take care of everyone else, that is mandatory for me, you'll never live the life that you desire. So change your thoughts, watch your life unfollow. I highly recommend affirmations. They're a really great way of speaking your worth into existence. I'm going to be sure to drop the link in this video description for the ebook Decluttering Your Mind. It's a free ebook to help begin the steps on getting rid of those self-sabotaging thoughts. If you would like additional support, right now my calendar is starting to get a little full. However, I will be sure to drop my link tree in this video. We can have a conversation, see how I could potentially be of support to you if coaching slots aren't available. There's still other resources that I have that can be beneficial in your emotional and mental well-being. As always, I am wishing you love, health, and happiness. Until next time, stay blessed.